Hi, welcome to Cerebral Arcade. I'm Stacy, and today we're going to be playing Pinstripe. So, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's been on my list for a little while. I think I first saw it at Indiecade a few years ago, and it should be really interesting. From what I understand, there's quite a lot of puzzle-based gameplay, and that should be really fun, kind of comparing how this game is telling stories through puzzles in different ways than some of the other games we've played recently. So this is unfortunately falling under the category of indie games that don't have in-game sound options, so hopefully the mix is okay. This is probably as good as I'm going to be able to do, so if you need me to be louder, we'll just pull the mic closer and hope for the best. So yay, good to see some friends in chat. Thanks for hanging out. And otherwise, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm really interested, particularly in this game, for how it's telling a story through kind of the ambient things around the game. So things like visuals, things like mechanics, puzzles, and how all of that is coming together to try to tell a story. So it's actually a pretty quick game. We should get through it by Wednesday. So let's go ahead and get started. Very pretty. Keeping may stay for the night. Ooh.
Wake up, Daddy. You're sleepwalking again.
Interesting. Okay. Let's say... It's interesting that we can either agree or say no.
Do you smell smoke? Let's go investigate. You can be Sherlock.
Interesting. So yeah, let's talk about choices really quick. We have played lots of choice-based games, and I've talked about different methods for designing. I am a dad. I have an adorable daughter. Like, wow, that voice acting could not be cuter. And we have this kind of immediate role-play hook of your child is playing pretend with you, and so we can either say okay, in which has this kind of passive implication, or we can say you got it, Watson, which is very kind of diving immediately into the role.
You're silly.
Okay, so this is going to be another platformer with WASD controls. If this gets to be too much, I can see about a controller, but we'll see.
It's a mirror, Sherlock. It's so dusty, I can barely see your face. Spooky.
She's so cute.
Look at us, Dad. We look like funny ghosts.
So yeah, an interesting moment of kind of atmospheric dissonance there, where we're talking about ghosts and we have this kind of evocative, ethereal music, but we also have this like adorable child saying that to us. So it's sort of immediately setting the child up as very likable and setting us up as knowing this is going to be maybe a less than adorable game. Okay.
Oh, right.
So yeah, so most of these choices little moments of levity, cute. So most of these choices feel mostly like roleplay choices, just to kind of get us into a certain mood. That seems to be the only interactable thing on this screen, so we'll go to the next one.
Poor Georgie.
Oh no, Georgie. Okay, I do just want to make sure that you're getting stream. Okay, cool.
He's all stuffed in his crate.
Georgie. Oh no, that's the saddest
in your
note.
jacket. I don't think it's very nice to torment him like that.
Yeah, and what an immediate mood shift too, that difference between having Georgie, hi Jackpeg, having, you know, our child be like adorable and cute and we're playing Sherlock, and then immediately switching to like Georgie's pent up in this cage. So sad. Okay, so already
What's that, Daddy?
it's feeling like the platform mechanics feel really
looks like
in
a frozen
tension with
drop
the
of-
narrative.
Oil?
So yeah, we're like jumping around on stuff, which feels a little strange for like on a train, hanging out with our daughter. Like narratively, that's a really interesting choice. And it's locked. We have our first locked thing. So yeah, I'm not sure what the oil is, but we have one, according to our little indicator in the top left, that looks largely grayed out. So let's see if we can find another one.
Mirror, mirror on the train. Tell me I'm the most best princess in the...
Aww.
What rhymes with train, Dad?
Yeah, that's a good point,
Most
Jackpeg.
best
Like,
princess
that's very
with a
much how this
stay.
feels. Like, it just, yeah, kind of deadpan stared at me and was like, no, we're jumping. That's what we're doing. Yeah, everything refreshes when I come back in. So, yeah, a key. Poor
Georgie likes lion's heart crisps. And if you haven't got any for him, then you should probably get back on task, mister.
Like, it feels like there shouldn't be this much to go through. Oh, maybe we just go here. Yeah, got it. Okay. And there was like a fairly direct line on the wall leading me to that. So, okay, paying attention now. We're in platformy game mode. Okay.
Why is all your stuff thrown out that door, Daddy?
This
is that-
child has the most adorable voice ever.
Is that Mummy's locket?
Oh. Yeah, so this game is doing a really good job of building like emotional resonance right away. I have like immediate bonding with the daughter, because children are just really easy to make people bond with. And then yeah, and then this picture of, you know, mother's locket, and cool, I can rotate it. And yeah, just like turning the feels up to 11. It's giving me a lot of hooks to roleplay. Not really sure why the wall says she's. That's kind of creepy, but it's fine. And there are actually like a lot of these small details here, like the leaves and stuff, the little bounce that the daughter does, that are giving the game like just a bit of polish and extra adorableness. Okay, so... Yep, that's a good point, Jackpack. I sort of suspect that this is all about to be taken away from us, and we are a strange portrait of a man. We can save our game. Yikes. And yeah, I sort of suspect that it's like ratcheting that emotion up because it's about to pull the rug out. Also, there is nothing more terrifying in a game than a save. Yikes. Okay. Especially like 5 seconds into the game. Okay. So we as the player have now learned how to save our game. We have learned how to interact with things. We've learned we're gonna need to jump on stuff. She's mine. Okay. Nope, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Sherlock, I think I can reach that button.
Oh no. Okay, so okay, we're gonna do it.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but do you know what you're doing?
Oh, it's really cute. Okay, I'm curious what she's gonna say.
Then I'm glad we're investigation partners, Sherlock. Just time the buttons when they're both yellow.
Okay. I also like it looks like, according to the on-screen stuff. Okay, yeah, we have an inventory. So this is feeling very kind of classic adventure game. And yeah, timing puzzle right off the bat. Yikes, okay. This is actually really non-trivial. Yeah, I actually really liked that in Gone Home as well, the ability to just kind of like carefully examine, which is nice because like every time I touch it, it's like a smidge behind. Yeah, I don't know that that's true. She was like, when they're both yellow, but I don't know. I guess they mean these. There we go. Yeah.
Sherlock, I think I can reach that button.
Okay. So you do that one, I'll do this one. We'll do them at the same time. Cool. Yeah. There we go. And what's interesting about that, though, is that the timing on that puzzle was so tight that it kind of distracted from the creepy text on the wall. And like, yeah. That's actually kind of an interesting thing, because what that did was within the same room, I was able to basically walk into the room, see She's Mine on the wall, be like, oh man, that's really creepy, and then become so focused in the timing puzzle that like the dramatic tension of that moment actually kind of went away for me. So we talked a bit in Oxenfree about how puzzles can kind of augment or detract from the kind of dramatic buildup that's happening in the story, and for this game it seems to be very aware of that, and so far be using it to really good effect. Alright, let's face whatever danger we're about to fight. Yeah, so definitely hitting that mood. Once again, we've walked into a room, we've had a creepy thing happen right off the bat, and the actual space is becoming tighter and tighter too, which leads, usually in film, to kind of a subconscious feeling of claustrophobia.
Sherlock. Jump, jump, jumping bean. He's not mean, he's so lean.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Jumpty, jumpty, whoop, whoop, whoop. He's a little jumper with a toot, toot, toot. I really like that show.
Oh.
It's such a silly show.
So, like, what kind of monster just chooses the, like, okay options? Like, it's definitely not forcing, but nudging you pretty intensely toward role-playing in this mode as Dad.
I didn't know you liked that show, Sherlock. I thought you just liked to do your smoke and investigate homicide.
Oh. Okay. So I'm curious what the... Oh, interesting. Cool. Okay. Oh man, we've got like moving platforms already. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that
How did
the
this
whole
get
premise... Oh, I thought I had already interacted with that.
Don't look at it, Daddy.
Oh no!
Just a silly drawing.
Why not? Oh my god, stop! This game. Oh. Is that Mom as an angel? I think it is. Yikes. And like, yeah, how just kind of sad and embarrassed she is about it. Like the characterization is really well done, I have to say. The book's reappearing is a little annoying, but it's fine. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of just waiting to see how long I have right now. Alright. That gives enough time. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, some really great sound design. And the little detail of the light source coming from the cigarette.
Good morning, dear.
Really good. Oh my. Yeah, I think is appropriate. That's pretty much.
Might this be?
Oh no.
Hello there, Bo.
No.
Do you like balloons?
Nobody likes
How about a
balloons.
shiny black one?
No, we're fine. Oh my god. Come on,
Oh,
Sean.
hello. I like your dress.
Oh my god, no, absolutely not. Also, his voice sounds like, what's his face from the Powerpuff Girls? Yeah, let's go. It's got that same kind of like high-low creepy reverb thing going on. Yeah, oh my god, the sound, everything is just creepy.
Rose.
Yeah,
Looks
nothing
like
good
a
is
giant
here.
old sack. It makes me dizzy.
Oh my god, how do we get out of here? Yeah, that echoey effects, like everything about this. Oh no, nope, nope, nope,
Look! A balloon, Daddy!
no. Oh my god, no.
Oh, my. Your little girl is a feisty one. But don't worry, Ted. She'll soon call me father.
Yikes. So, okay, let's talk about horror for a second. There's kind of been a modern renaissance of horror where we're seeing a lot of really amazing horror narratives come out that are all sort of centered around a central monster or idea or antagonist that are all kind of getting toward various cultural anxieties. So, for example, we have like Get Out, which expresses a cultural anxiety around racism, or like The Babadook, which expresses a certain cultural anxiety around motherhood. And I'm really interested to see where this is going in terms of cultural anxieties. It's kind of interesting that this game was being developed during a lot of the datification years of game development, which there have been articles on and stuff. But so far we have an antagonist that has stolen our daughter, and the antagonist was kind of immediately signaled to us as evil through kind of like inappropriate interest in our daughter, which in some ways kind of reads as like coded sexual threat. And yeah, I'm reserving judgment on that, but I'm not sure how I feel about it straight off the bat. There's like, yeah, just the kind of like, I like your dress and things like that. Okay, so we have her scarf. And blood and birds. Where's our dog? Can we go back and save the dog? And we have a bit of oil. Yeah, and so collecting this second piece of oil feels very different than having collected the first one, which just felt like a power-up in a game. And now this second one is feeling like traces of the monster. Yikes. Okay. I don't actually know how to get up this. If we don't have like a wall jump or anything like that, or I don't think an item, maybe the scarf. No, I'm not able to pull up the inventory anymore. Okay, let's go the other way. How do we go in? Consumption of my speed mushrooms is strictly prohibited. Yikes. Okay. Oh my gosh, and there's a blue shop. Okay, so yeah, what's interesting is that it feels like a lot of kind of layered symbolism going on yet, and I feel like it's too early to venture a guess as to what that symbolism is implying. But we definitely have kind of the power-up mushroom, which feels very much like an allusion to Mario, of course, and I like the paw print in the snow to signal to us that the dog is probably around and collectible. Still don't really know how to interact with stuff. So let's try. We have a locked door, this very Zelda-esque jar. Gold padlock. Okay. Wouldn't be a platformer without a lever puzzle. And some mushrooms. Okay, so what's interesting is this game does have a level design paradigm that's a little bit like a Metroidvania. Hey. Okay. Hello, Felix.
Up here.
What's interesting
Why
is
the hell are you dressed like a damn preacher?
the foil between him and the daughter. He's immediately unlikable. he burps first thing to make him seem very
Have you
irreverent.
tried these sack things?
He's kind of positively engaging with these things that we, as a player, are associating with the stealing of our daughter.
Not cool, bro.
You can say sorry or bet that hurt, didn't it? Which is interesting. And one has a little sun and one has a little moon. I wonder if that's indicating like a morality binary. The stinger on that. So, we basically just knocked him out of a tree to steal his sack thing. Okay, not really sure what that says about our morals, but... alright, let's try going the high road again. Yeah, the level design here is feeling very Metroidvania. But it seems like that's it. Okay. The backgrounds are really beautiful. Is this a save? Another portrait of a very aggressive looking male. Interesting. So, yeah, I'm not yet sure what to make of saving games being associated with aggressive males, but it feels like a commentary on the sort of gruff male protagonist. And it feels like that's also maybe a statement of putting our character in direct dialogue with them. I like the nod to the farmer portrait in the background.
Don't you recognize this sexy-faced swine? It's me, Mr. Dicky. Just get out of here. I'm miserable. Welcome to hell. Now get. Pinstripe. I think I might know where she is, Ted. The Hangley house. But I'm not sure how you're going to defend that silly body of yours without a weapon. Until you find one, I'm afraid I can't help you.
Yeah. So it's interesting that they've put the sun and moon icons on these, because what it does for me is it actually changes from a decision in which I would roleplay what I want to do, and instead feels now like I'm trying to play within a system as opposed to playing within a character. So yeah,
I wasn't crying, I was laughing. What are you staring at? Is it me moles? I've got fresh peeping moles on the ground. My mother always told me they were a gift from God. But I wanted to get them sliced off by Dr. Shrenwell, 'cause I always knew Birdie was too beautiful for me. I always looked like a deformed clown all the way through primary school.
Yeah, and the sort of self-deprecating, getting us to identify with him. And we're seeing him in this super vulnerable state, right? Like naked and shivering and crying.
These moles are not a circus act. Can they ride a unicycle full? Can they walk a tightrope? Isn't your daughter kidnapped? And you're putting my moles in a damn circus act.
Yeah, and what's interesting there is now he's angry and lashing out. definitely kind of projecting insecurities onto that. Okay, so that camera pan gave us a pretty fierce goal. Yikes. Oh, my. Okay. Yikes. So yeah, in a lot of platformers, these kind of collectible items are used to signal to the player where they should go or should try to be going. So yeah, so that's what that one felt like as well. The one that I just picked up on the roof. Oh, okay. Click or press trigger. Okay. Do we have mouse control now? Yeah, we do. Cool. And yeah, there's a combination, which we don't have yet. So that'll be interesting. No fall damage. Actually, health hasn't really come into this at all. I say as I get another little heart. Right. So yeah, one interesting thing about setting games in surreal places like hell or alternate dimensions and things is that you can get away with a certain amount of effect for mood. So like that giant tree script, like saying "feed me," all dark and scary, can just be there for mood, and honestly doesn't even really need to be explained much beyond that. And I'm.
What took you so long, butt slug?
Butt slug feels like a weird.
I'll meet you up at the Hangley house.
You gonna tell me where that is?
I told you. The Hangley. I'm sure that's where Pinstripe is
Up the
keeping
mountain.
Bo.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jetpack. Okay, we're gonna shoot stuff, just see what happens. Big flashes, but not much else. This feels a little bit like a Zelda-esque gated mechanism, where now that we have an item, we have potential to be able to access new things. We're gonna start high ground. Actually, let's open these. Why not? Get little mushrooms. So, we talked a little bit about illusion in some of the previous streams, and I suspect we're probably going to spend the entire next stream talking about illusions. But the one thing that I will bring up now is that I think illusions in games are at their most successful when the games are not just kind of pointing at a thing, but building on it, or how do I say, like adding to the conversation or putting itself in dialogue with something else. So, for example, not just having mushrooms in here because Mario had mushrooms, but thinking about, but thinking about like what this game might be trying to say about Mario mushrooms. And sometimes the answer is nothing. Like sometimes the answer is, it's an easy shorthand for players to understand that this is a power-up because they've probably played Mario. Or like pots being an easy signal to the player that these are breakable things that probably contain power-ups inside. I mean, because I got a slingshot and immediately was like, cool, I'm gonna go break stuff now. But I do think that games like Braid were particularly successful because it was, you know, making a statement about those games as well. Okay, physics puzzles. Not entirely sure what we're doing here. I'm just trying to kind of yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So creepy. Okay. Yep. If I had to guess where the evil villain took her, that's probably where I would guess. Man. Yeah, even his posture and how he's hanging, feels like a hanged man kind of thing. So yeah, I am kind of curious. Like, I want to shoot him. I suspect this is gonna have a negative effect, but let's try. Yeah, I can't shoot him. Oh no! I didn't mean to kill those birds!
Hello, Ted.
Okay.
Oh, you enlisted that stinking mothball Dickie to help you find
I don't know, Jackpot.
My inclination tells me that poor old Dickie's back is as strong as a silly wooden puppet. So I think Bo will just spend some time with me in my little parsonage. Yes, I think that's precisely what we'll do. You freakishly stupid-looking goose!
Yeah, I'm really glad they added the effect there, because when that text just came up on screen, I'm like... Yeah, It's not even that I want to be nice to him. It's that that particular response felt belittling, which is a strange roleplay hook. Like, belittling is not the response I want to give there. Like, as a negative response. There are certain aggressive responses that I absolutely would have loved to give. Poor Georgie, I'm swinging him around. So yeah, this is interesting. I mean, they have set up the expectation for me as the player that swinging stuff enough will cause it to come off and break. But it kind of seems like maybe that's not really the case here. And poor Georgie's getting all knocked around. But I can't hit the, Oh no, he's scared. Oh my god, that was such a touch. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how to get you out. Let's try jumping on it. We have like kind of a limited palette of things we can do, so sorry, Georgie. Yeah. Okay. Just making it swing more. Yeah, I don't know. Can I come back? Okay. Okay. That was a very Zelda moment. A secret film strip. Yeah, it is interesting that it kind of seems to just be taking the vocabulary from other games and just saying like, hey, do this thing. It's a puzzle because game. Which, yeah, is kind of an interesting take. So I have one film strip, though I'm not sure how to interact with it or do anything with it. And my other buttons seem to be doing anything. I don't know. Any suggestions, chat, for how to get poor Georgie down? Like, I'm having that kind of gamer moment of maybe I just don't have what I need yet. But poor puppy. Oh, it's making the saddest noise. Yeah, I don't know. At least I can't hurt it. That's good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's gonna get locked off. I mean, probably eventually. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that too. Oh, yes. Okay, this is good. So, this tells me there's a key. I mean, come on. Right. So yeah, that's actually a really good design moment, so I just want to talk about that. This was a very reassuring screen. Like, from a design perspective, I came in and it's already set up the lights as, you know, kind of gating and puzzle mechanism. So seeing 2 going off in the other direction and 1 going in this direction was very reassuring to say, hey, there's stuff back there that you just haven't figured out yet, and probably needs stuff to the right here to be done to actually unlock that.
Oh, my back feels like hell.
Yeah, so this is a weird moment, because, like, why would I want to say why would anybody choose this option, but I think because of the fact that I had mentioned earlier that the sun and moon here systematizes this choice, I suppose you would choose this choice if you were feeling like you wanted to push the system more in the kind of evil direction.
Now listen, Snot, we don't have much time. Bo is just up the mountain in the Hangley house.
Wind chimes. Oh, we can't affect them. That would have been a good touch. So, yeah, we have the power lines, which we're gonna kind of follow. And what's cool is that now I'm noticing these power lines in the background that I did not notice before. Cool touch. Yeah, that's really interesting. So that sort of sets this whole thing up as this puzzle, or like it's changing my context for coming into new areas and feeling like now there's different stuff here. Yeah, no, I totally get the role-playing arrogance option, because that definitely does seem to be the thing. This cave looks dark and evil. Yep, sure does. It is pitch dark, and we are likely to be eaten by a gru. Okay. That slows I mean... Yeah, it's interesting. This game is utilizing sound design really well, I think, to signal when to be in places, when to not be in places, when to not do the thing you're doing. Aha, but it is clearly related to that. So, so I'm not sure how to make it stop, though. Yeah, dark and evil. Yep. Yep. Horrible sound. Okay, that's all we got. Dark and evil. Pitch black. That's cool. Just keep zooming in. Now it zooms back out. Not sure what that did. Let's go look. Okay. Got it. So we want to make them all flash and make obnoxious noises. Okay, so it looks like my collider is a little bit larger than it actually looks like on my character. Yep. Yay!
Thanks for
Whoa.
that, Ted.
Nope.
I was wondering if I was ever gonna get out of that thing.
This feels like a missed opportunity. He should be
Hey,
chastising
where's
me
Bo?
for knocking him around.
I was afraid of that. Well, we've gotta get her, man. I wonder if I can help sniff out some clues or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about like the narrative voice of the dog.
Speaking of which,
Let's see. I'm
is
gonna hold
Mr.
judgment.
Dickey somewhere around here? Yeah, I could smell that guy's butt from a mile away.
Yeah, this is an interesting choice too. The like conversation ender versus the tell me more. So we're going with
Pinstripe
tell me
guy.
more.
He's such a jerk.
Yeah, it does have a bit of like a Ryan Reynolds Pikachu vibe, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's interesting, right? I can say you're a jerk. Okay.
Stop running around like a buffoon. When I was your age, I was working 80 hours a week at my father's steel mill. He would beat me with
Yeah,
a broken
Detective
steam
Pikachu
pump
is
on
real.
a daily basis.
That is happening.
I still have the scars.
I really, really wish that we could watch films on Twitch because that would be amazing. I would actually, like, I don't know, I would really enjoy watching that movie. I was gonna say I would give a lot to be able to make that happen, but then it sort of occurred to me that maybe I would not give as much as the copyright infringement claim on that would be. So we're just gonna stop that sentence midway through. But I really like the trees, by the way. I am such a sucker for like curves and the kind of Art Nouveau whiplash curve thing. And swirly trees, definitely part of that. I'm pretty jazzed about my dog companion though. He hops along very cutely. This little tail wagging. Gonna look at this again, see if there are clues or anything in here that we may have missed. I mean, it's true. So we both ended up in hell somehow, right? Like, which I think is where this is going. So, like, immediately notable off the bat is that we're wearing a cross, and people are telling us we look like a preacher. Like, it's kind of, yeah. So for us, of all people, to end up in hell, there's certainly some argument that this game is making about morality, and so I'm curious where that's gonna go. I'm not really like seeing where I'm supposed to go. Let's just fall. Oh no, that kills us. Interesting. Okay. That was not a very punishing death, so that's also in some ways really reassuring. So I kind of want to get up there. I don't think I can yet. It's very tempting though. We're gonna go back down to the scary cave thing. Now that we have a dog, maybe he can tell us more. Any comment? Nope. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just go back. But yeah, something about this being like a different location feels like this is too far. I don't know. What do you think, chat? I really like the music. Yeah, it's very lightly pushed it. Like, it's definitely pushed like a couple screens or so, and there are elements of like, okay, you jumped up to a new level, now you should try going back on that level in a kind of Metroidvania way, but no, it hasn't really pushed backtracking very hard. So, but I'm kind of out of other options. I'm not sure what else to do here. Old man guy is done talking to us, so I don't really get more hints from him. So yeah, so we've got these two lights to go, and they are up here. Oh no! I didn't actually want to kill those birds, I just kind of wanted to see if that was the solution. It's not. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't see a ton of other options other than big scary thing. Let's read the sign. Up is the Hangley Pass. Down is the Red Wash, which is a creepy sounding name, but yeah, Yeah, we'll try the creepy area one more time, but yeah, I don't really see what else. We have the awful sound. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess. Like I'm not, oop. Yeah, it doesn't capture my mouse, so it's actually pretty easy to click out of the mouse. Yeah, let's look around the creepy thing, see if there's other, yeah, like clues or something. Not really. Talk about puzzles and pacing. Yeah, I mean, where I feel like in other places it's really indicated for us to go back, it's not really doing that right now, so, oh, hi. I'm not sure if that was satisfying or not. It felt sad. And maybe that's the point. I want to go in the balloon shop. Yeah, there really is. Wistful is a great word for it, and yeah, like regretful for sure. Oh, interesting. Okay, so
Pill bottle.
oh yikes. Yikes. Okay. The fact that it gave us this pill bottle in 3D asset rotatable form signals to me that this is probably something storytelling related. And immediately, like, we're in hell, there's an empty pill bottle. Like, it's clearly conjuring images of suicide. So we don't have a key yet. Yeah. Let's try other stuff. I didn't notice any other dog paws, but maybe there were some. Also not really clear what that detonating noise was. Or what this is. I wonder if I'm supposed to use that thing. Yeah, let's save. Why not? I like the text there. The portrait still looks very aggressive. So much aggression. That's great. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is where we need to go, but this is the completionist in me being curious. Right. Still no combo. Okay, good to know. What is this? I don't know. They're locked. Okay. Interesting. Oh, God. Right in the feels. Okay. And yeah, this, oh. Wow. Wow. Yikes. Gosh, okay. Rotate all the items. We're not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really want to get up there. I really don't know how. Yeah, the ghost dog teleporting around doesn't bode well for this whole thing. Yeah. Right, need to get up there. Not sure how though. Yeah, this isn't really giving me a jumping boost. Nah. Need to go like one more screen over. Okay. Yeah, or get up that way. Lots of things, I guess, but not sure how to do them. Yeah, still end up in the same place. I don't know, chat. Ooh, that's fun. I don't know why I just jumped over here. It's fine. We're going back. So, yeah. Pacing. I'm starting to lose the narrative through line a little bit. Yeah, genuinely not sure what to do. I really kind of could do with like a dynamic hint system right now. Not sure if those lights were flashing in the background before. Oh, we have another thingy. Was that there before? Now we have bouncy stuff. Weird. Okay, well, I'm not sure if that was there before,
Father?
but...
Help!
We could be, yeah.
This demon thing is eating me alive!
Okay. Yeah, like, and now we have the Metroid thing.
I'm not eating you. I'm just delivering you to Rebels. Don't worry, sweetie. It's plenty of fun down there. Viscous sack juice to drink all day and night.
Oh, really? Well then, hurry up. We haven't got all day.
An old Bible.
Can we open it? Nope. but rotate everything. Okay. Yeah, I sort of wonder if the speed of the mushrooms is a gating mechanism. Hey, it's one of these things. Yeah. Sorry, you have to watch me, like, shooting everything. Brute. Ow. That's the first thing to hurt me so far. Okay, with the key.
The door's locked with a golden padlock.
Is that my voice? Yeah, I think so. I was curious where it was taking me. I'm curious where that one's taking me to. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, apparently not. But we have another one of these guys down here, so if I can jump over. I like the comedic swallowing sound. Ooh, this is interesting.
The door's locked with a silver padlock.
These things are getting a little more aggressive. Now it dropped a thing on me. Yeah, the pickups also have a very Crystal Quest kind of feel. Yeah, I gotta get up somehow. Don't think I can make that jump. Okay, so let's jump down over here. Oh, was there? I totally missed that. I believe you. In the big rock. Over here? Ouch. Because yeah, in the giant rock that was falling on us, it looked like Brute was etched up there. I didn't see the repent, but it wouldn't surprise me. This game definitely has that vibe. Okay, that's not where I expected to land with that. So we have additional items, so we could try to go back to the big, scary cave thing. But I suspect there's more up here that I'm missing, so I just want to make sure we have everything before we do that. I really want to get in here. I don't think I can do that in my current rate of fire. Definitely something going on up there. bet I can get that thing to drop something. There we go.
Good thinking, Ted.
Cool. Yay! Now we have the thing. Really good ambient sound too. Just ambient, creepy, lonely. I think it was this way.
A silver key. A tiny P is etched into the handle.
Nothing creepy about that. Do you have anything to say? No. Okay, let's go back to where the silver key was. Okay. Big creepy glass window. Oh. Okay. No. No. Oh my god, that is so satisfying, like unexpectedly. Wow. That was, hold on. We're going back. Okay, so some things going on. We have not talked about the interplay between this kind of like whole my child has been taken, I am her father, and then with other characters calling me father because of the whole priest thing. It definitely feels like there's very intentional crossover there, and I don't know if this is the intent, but for me, it's calling up like very creepy sort of mixes of those things. So I suspect that it is intentionally trying to call up some emotion. I'm not sure if that's what it's going for, but that's what it's achieving for me. A finely combed fella. Sir Dirk. Which also feels like a reference. Dirk the Daring. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about illusions in the next game. Bless my bosoms.
Teddy Bear, is that you? Oh, it's nice to see you, Teddy. Where's my little friend Bo? Oh, did he now? Dickie's pulled a fast one on you, I'm afraid. So, are you going to get me out of this contraption or not?
The meme options in some of these cases feel seriously like kind of comically mean. Oh no. Okay, that's more punishing than dying. So, interesting. They have, like, upped the punishment factor. Yeah, so between the aggressive male in the photo and this word brute on the rock there, definitely feels like this game has things to say about sort of games and male aggression. We'll reserve judgment on that. Okay. That was weirdly satisfying. Probably shouldn't have been. So I see lots of little locks. And there's silver, and I do have a silver key. Yeah, but I'm not sure that jumping, is gonna end well. Cool, okay, that is good. Now, how do I get the other ones? Well, at least she's laughing. That feels a lot better.
I'm guessing you meant to do that? Regardless, I think you may have killed her. At least you were nice to her before she fell to her death. She really was a sweet old lady.
Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this exchange. Let's jump down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that moment felt like aggressively subverting agency to the point that it made me a little bit resentful of the game for a moment.
Oh, Teddy, that was insane. But Dickie has something to say to you, don't you, Dickie?
I lied, but I just wanted help finding my little birdie.
Pinstripe lives down in Red Wash. A lake deep in the bowels of hell. I'm afraid he's probably locked your sweet bow in his creepy personage.
So the lake feels like a pretty direct reference to Dante.
Let's see if I've still got it. Oh yes, here it is. One night, after Bo and I were playing with her toys, she gave me this long piece of paper. I wonder if it could help you find light. You can examine the clue later if you forget it.
It's top secret.
See the clue icon flashing down at the bottom of the screen?
Do I? Oh, my inventory.
That's where you can check out all the clues you found on your journey. Be sure to examine them closely.
No, I'm sure not, Jackpack.
Anyways, we'll meet you down in Red Wash. I'm sure we'll find Bo, sweetheart.
And tablets. Oh, no. They don't mean tablets like pills, do they? I feel like they might. Do we? So we have, yeah, the 10, 4, 3, 2, Samuel, and 9, 8. We have a lot of numbers. I'm not really sure how to put them together. You think so? 9, 8, 10? We can try it. Yeah, let's try it. I'm with you, chat. We'll do it.
Ugh, little lady droppings.
What?
If you see her, you gotta jump on her butt, man.
What? What just happened? I'm very confused. That felt weird, like disjointed. Okay. I hope that'll make sense later. Oh, yeah. Well, there it is. Jump on her butt. Okay. So we can go down to the creepy. Whoa! Right. Okay, so the game clearly wants us to go check out this area. Wait, I feel like we should save our game though. Like, I feel like we might die. And actually, why don't we, yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna save our game. We're gonna try the toy chest. I'll try a few variations of numbers. Okay, and remember that all of this is gated with gold key. So we'll save. Really? Struggling to jump. It's fine. Okay, what did we just say? 9810. We can also try 1098. Nope. Let's try 1098. No dice. But we have saved, and now we're ready to go down to the depths. What did it say? It said 10 tablets. Yeah, we got more clues to get to, so we'll see what else they give us. I think so too. So I definitely feel like this is heading in the direction of confronting whatever grief we have around our wife having died. I'm just kind of curious where the game is going to go with that and what it's doing. I'm also interested in how it's going to pay off, like, all of this elusive stuff. We know it's dark and evil. We know. Okay, so I guess this is that whole we have to collect light thing. Though I'm not entirely sure how to do that. So, yeah, there's also these little pillar things that I've noticed. I'm not sure what those are about. And we have one strip film that never really paid off or did anything. So...
Ted, remember that toy chest in the tree in Edgewood?
Yeah?
Maybe that has something to do with Miss Birdie's hints to get the light.
Yeah, it probably did.
The light you need to get to Redwash. Be sure to check your clues, man.
Yeah,
See the clue icon on the lower left of the screen?
Okay, so this is, what's interesting is that this game doesn't give us hints for everything, and funny enough hasn't given us the hint for, like, that one paw print that we missed. But does seem to think that we have the information necessary to open the chest. So let's look at our clues. So yeah, we have bottle, 10 tablets. So that's why I sort of suspect that, oh, and then there's a 2 on the Bible, right? 2. Yeah, so what if it's 2, 10, 3? See, now I feel like we're just kind of guessing numbers. Okay. But that's fine. That seems to be where the game wants us to go. Hey, we did fight a boss to get back there. Which was strange. And yeah, I mean, early in the stream I mentioned that taking place in environments like hell means that you can actually get away with a pretty high degree of surrealism. I haven't really seen the game capitalize on that yet. Like, it's doing a really good job of atmosphere and mood. And I hope it's gonna go somewhere with it and pay off. I think also, just in terms of level design, I could have done with a faster walk between those two things. Yeah, I don't know. We tried various variations of like 10, 4, 3 and stuff. I feel like we did. Yeah, I don't like the kind of number guessing game thing. I don't know. What do you think, chat? I think, well, I think I'm actually getting a little bit low on time. So, what I might do... Yeah, I'm feeling that same thing. Like, I'm feeling like it gave us 6 digits and is asking, or 7 digits actually, and is asking them to put the 7 digits into a 4 number code. So... yeah, I think in the interest of being a little short on time, knowing that I'm probably not going to finish this game today, and we'll likely finish it on Wednesday. What I'll probably do is call it there and think about this a little bit harder. We are not morally opposed to game FAQ. I'm definitely getting there on this particular clue. Just because I feel like at this point it's kind of killing the pacing of the narrative. So yeah, if you wanna hit that up and take a gander and let me know if that is if we have all the clues for it, and if not, where we should look for the next clue. And if we do have all the clues for it, then yeah, you can just give me the code. I'm good with that. So yeah, and I think actually this brings up some interesting points around puzzles and cheating and all of that. Like, we talked a bit with Oberdin about the idea of puzzles and fairness, and this idea when solving a puzzle that a puzzle is considered to be unfair if you don't have all of the parts necessary to complete the puzzle, and that this is actually a really fine line between difficulty design and actual like fairness. Oh yay, I'm glad there's a walkthrough. And for me, I actually, because with most adventure games, I tend to fall on the side of being interested in the narrative and being interested in the puzzles and puzzle design, but not necessarily deriving my enjoyment of the game through the satisfaction of the puzzles, where I think there are certain categories of game where that's true. Like The Witness, for example, which we played on Scholars Play a while ago, that seems to be about solving the puzzles. And so for me, a game like that, yeah, I might be a little more morally opposed to it, because that's a game that's almost arguing that narrative is inconsequential and that like it's really about the puzzles. Okay, the code on the bottle says 4, a scratched out number, and 3. Okay, the code is 4103. I honestly don't know that I would have gotten that. Yeah, thank you, chat.
Cool headlamp. It's lined with, like, flower doodles. Select the icon to turn it on and off.
Okay, I don't know how I felt about the use of the word like there in terms of the voice of the dog. I'm still really struggling with the dog's narrative voice, I think, because things like adding the word like make the dog feel a bit like a millennial, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about, about the dog being the age it's characterized to be. I don't know. There's something about the narrative voice that feels off to me. Grizzled generation. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I've actually had a lot of conversations with folks about me identifying as a millennial. So technically by birth year, I think I fall into the Zennial micro generation, the one kind of in between Gen X and Gen Y, and even that distinction is a little bit fuzzy depending on where you draw the age boundaries. But I think largely because of my relationship to technology, my family didn't have a computer growing up until I was maybe 8. So I think because of that, I tend to identify with the Zennial kind of micro generation. And so it's interesting because it means that there's certain aspects of millennialness that I do identify with and certain aspects that I really don't. Okay, so I'm glad we got past that. I still think I'm probably gonna call it here for streaming. Yeah, Jagpag, you kind of are. And actually I love that though. We relate about a lot of very millennial things. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it there. So this is really interesting. I'm really interested in how this game is going to pay off a lot of the things it's setting up. Like, I'm very interested in what our relationship to the antagonist is going to end up being. It feels like this game is holding out for some kind of narrative reveal. It's raising a lot of questions that it hasn't answered yet. So I'm really hoping that that reveal is going to feel like a payoff. I'm also hoping that our relationship to the antagonist is going to go a little bit deeper than, you know, this is your own fears about parenthood manifested. But even if that is the direction it's going, I think if it does that in an interesting way, it could be, like, really great. So, yeah, I think in the next stream we'll talk a bit more about illusions and what different kinds of illusions are doing in things like literature and film, for example. I think there was a great Twitter thread that was going around a couple of days ago about the difference between you know, integrating pop culture into your work in a way that sets tone or places things within a certain time or something like that, creates setting, versus just straight using it in a way that's like referential in a very shallow way. So once we know where this game is going a little bit more, then we can talk about some of those things like the Mario mushrooms or the Metroid kidnapping people, or, you know, the pots. I'm hoping it's going to go deeper than shorthand for player mechanic in understanding. But if that's where it lands, then, you know, I think there's still something to be said for using a vocabulary that your audience is familiar with, and we can talk a little bit more about that. So basically, just depending on what direction things are going with this game, we'll find lots of stuff to talk about, I'm sure, and we'll wrap this game up on Wednesday. So thanks so much for hanging out, Jagpack, you've been amazing, and I will catch you on Wednesday at 4 Pacific.